It's kind of with Matti being on the helm, it's kind of bizarre to see all this Finnish here.
Yes.
Right, yes.
And that's not even correct Finnish. It should be said that aloita.
Yeah, what are they using? AI translation?
Probably.
Can I start?
Yeah, start.
Welcome, everybody, to the new and hopefully improved Be Confidently Wrong branded video game music tournament, in which we pit 32 tracks featured previously in our, at this point in time, relatively long-running show against each other to determine which one is the best and which ones aren't as the best.
And by the way, when he says new and improved, he means that the track that he wants to win wins.
Tonight's tournament is comprised exclusively of tracks I have chosen, but that is why I am removing myself from the voting equation, so to speak. Now, I am definitely here, and I'm going to be overbearing the entire night long, because I will have to make my case for each and every one of these tracks individually. What they mean to me, why I love them, and hopefully I can convince you on, or maybe subtly redirect you into voting the things I prefer over the other ones. But ultimately, it comes down to you deciding which ones should win. And you know how this game works by now. We have 32 tracks. We have a direct elimination tournament style. 2 tracks at a time. You watch wrestling, so you should know how this works. And if you don't watch wrestling, then you sure as hell watch anime. So I don't need to explain you how a tournament works.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Yes, only people who watch wrestling or anime understand how tournament bracketing works.
Yes, because every other tournament works like in the football, which is nonsense to me. And when I say football, I mean real football. We had done one of these once before, and I could not simply wait a whole other new season of our program to get to it, because it is so fun to do. So, without any further ado, let us begin the show. Matti Mali here, hedonistic actor, will be our disc jockey for tonight. Yeah. And that is why you are looking at what appears to be a terrible Finnish dialect, according to our Finnish resident Finnish guys.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise this is passable, even if a bit clumsily made. But then there's this bit, which is the basic form of the verb start. It's alka, or to start, when it should say start or aloita.
You can thank Google Translate, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Anyway, so this is once again Uwufufu, the website that allows you to make tournaments such as this one. And we are just about to start. So follow us into this journey of musical splendor. Hit that play button, Mr. Mali.
Sure thing, boss.
A very random matchup, but then again, all these matchups tend to be algorithmically randomized. So, Matti, why don't you start us off with the track on the right? The Shark in the River song. I said the right.
Oh.
That's the left. The right. The right, Matti.
Your right or my right?
Matti, you might want to unmute, by the way, the YouTube videos.
Yeah, once I start playing.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. I taught him well. So this is Shark in the River from the Man-Eater original soundtrack made by Daniel James. Whenever you are ready.
Charlie's in the river, and it's running me.
Short, but sweet, I would say. It's very to the point, very quick to get to the point, and it doesn't overstate its welcome. Now, let's listen to Time Hollow, HD version from the game Time Hollow, composed by Masanori Akita. Okay, we get the idea. Now, I have a feeling that this is going to be a pretty one-sided affair, but the decision is up to you. So, Devar, who wins and why?
I might surprise you, but I'm going with Manita from Shark in the River.
Really? But
Yeah.
Time Hollow has all the hallmarks of a Devar track. The violins, the woman singing, the violins and the pianos.
It does, but for some reason, I feel a lot more from Shark in the River than I do Time Hollow's piece, where there's raw power there in the way they sing the lyrics and the tune that plays that sounds just as vicious as the shark attacks.
Wow, okay, that's a surprise turn already this early in the night. I love it. Icipal.
Well, I will have to give my point to Time Hollow, because the Shark in the River does sound pretty nice. It has this very American South style with basically you can hear it going, "All right, boys, we'll be hunting some game tonight." But it's playing with it since in this game, the hunters have become the prey and all that. And it has the also nice vocal portion for it, but Time Hollow, it also hits a lot of my buttons just in the right way with starting with this very Hiroyuki Sawano style, beginning with the violins on fire. And
yes, I seem to recall that violins on fire are also your weakness.
Violins and piano on fire.
Yes, I get that. In fact, I would like to add that I think Time Hollow is a very fascinating and enriching composition. The theme of the game is time, of course, so you have the nice detail of the clock, symbolizing the time that's ticking, but also you have control over time, so there is a sense of empowerment as you take control of your own destiny. It is the song that says you are the master of your own destiny. It's enriching, empowering, and it sounds very nice. Now, granted, this is the HD version, because this originally would come out of the Nintendo DS music chip, but nonetheless, you can tell when there is a good song, regardless of where it comes from. But I also understand everything you just said about Shark in the River. It is, for lack of a better word, a Jossum song. Hard-living southern rock quality to it, like a Kid Rock song, but good! Not garbage. Good. And also, the fact that it's very short means that, once again, it does not overstate its welcome. And honestly, at this point in time, I would not know for whom or for what to vote. It's a good thing I'm not voting. Matti, you have to be the tiebreaker.
Yeah, both of these songs do have strong melodies in different way. The Man-Eater, Shark in the River is this grunge sound, and Hollows is more relaxed kind of mystical adventuring stuff. So
Ethereal, if you will.
But I suppose the deciding factor is the singer's voice. I have to be honest, I'm not a fan of the Shark in the Rivers, this kind of a hoarse, raspy voice. It just hurt my...
Shark lives in the river, and he's very mean.
Yeah, he just tries too hard.
It's not for everyone, I'll admit.
Yeah. So yeah,
It's an acquired taste, if you will.
Or an aquarium taste.
Shut up.
So yeah, Time Hollow's voice is clearer. I'm not sure if it has some kind of if the singer is playing a character or something while singing, is trying to do a different voice that is not her natural voice, but...
No, I think that's her natural voice. But also she's Japanese and she's singing in English. So that's why it might sound a bit odd at times.
Okay, well, that explains. Yeah, Time Hollow is for me.
Okay, then that decides it. It is Time Hollow, the winner for this first matchup. Next up, we have... Oh boy! I was dreading having to fight for two of my favorite babies. You are the mother. You are not supposed to have favorites, but you clearly have favorites, except that sometimes you have favorites overlapping each other because for some reason you've had too many kids. So here we are right now.
Yeah.
On the left,
the only one.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of these games so far.
You have, because you were present for all the games, Matti.
I forgot
everything. Well, it's a good thing we are doing this tournament then. So first off, let's begin with The Great Hero from the Cruel King and Great Hero soundtrack, composed by all those people. Okay, that's enough. Okay, before proceeding, I will make my case for this track. I am very attached to this, mostly because of the context. This is the final boss music, and it comes at a time that it is the culmination, emotional and narrative culmination of a very deeply felt journey that was this game, which is one of my favorite RPGs now, and you could probably tell, even without playing the game, that there is a strong emotional core to the composition here, to the instruments, to the melody, to its high points and its low points. Something is giving out, and it is powerful for that reason, that unspoken reason that talks to you at a fundamental level, an indescribable feeling that emerges from the depths of your cold, cold heart. That's the feeling I get from this track every time I hear it. And speaking of indescribable feelings that make you feel weird in one of your organs, now we have to listen to this other track, which makes me also feel weird for different reasons. Let's listen to it. Okay, so I'm going to try and describe to you why this track in particular scratches the surface of my brain in such a particular way. It is because this music is purring like a cat. I sense your confusion. Let me explain.
Not really confusion, no. Not from me.
I mean, I suppose I can hear it.
Go back a few seconds to the main chorus. A little bit more. A little bit more. Go back to it. See? Stop! Stop, stop, stop. Did you hear that? The purr, the purring? It goes. Do you hear it?
Yes,
it's
I heard it.
And it's activating all my neurons at once. This is an excellent, addicting, superb little track that insidiously just makes my autism explode. This is the trainer battle track.
Yeah, the feeling
specifically
from that
in
picture that shows two animals facing each other.
You don't say.
This, in my humble opinion, might be the best trainer battle specifically. The vibe of it is immaculate, and it just gives you that indescribable feeling that, as you have noticed, I am struggling to put into words. And that's been the leitmotif for this particular match here. But luckily for me, I am not the one who has to decide. You are. So who wins and who loses? Devar.
Horrormon has a nice piece here where it's a very catchy tune. It can get stuck in your head. But my vote is definitely going to go to The Cruel King and the Great Hero, because it is a very emotional piece that is obviously telling about the culmination of a whimsical adventure that was just I cannot put into words the feelings I'm feeling whenever I heard that.
You should play this game. So your decision is The Great Hero by these people. By the way, I went out of my way to try and credit everybody correctly. Sometimes that proved to be a challenge, as you will find out later. But anyway, your vote is The Great Hero.
It is indeed.
Okay, Icipal.
My vote goes also to the Great Hero because while the Koromon is a very nice battle track, it also suffers from the same thing. A lot of battle tracks suffer that it needs to be something that is that most likely will have to be on sound for a very long time because the battle, depending how long the battle is, it can go on for multiple of minutes. So it kind of quickly just goes into this loop of going over the same portions over and over again. Whereas the Great Hero, it honestly sounds to me like an anime opening track that really gets me vibing for an adventure. And I especially love that the flute portions when they get added to the mix, and then after that there is a dun 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 dun.
Okay,
It really speaks to me.
In truth, both of these tracks tend to loop a little bit. But I get your point. But also, I am heartbroken. I will not get to listen to the Koromon track anymore tonight. It was legitimately one of my favorites. I cannot get it out of my head. Matti, you might as well give us your opinion on the matter.
I'm listening this a bit more. Yeah, it doesn't sound like final boss music, but as a track of its own, it is nicely whimsical and...
You simply listen to the flute segment. This track has multiple faces to it.
I will say, Matti, as a music snob or self-proclaimed one, is you should never judge boss battles on whether they're hard or not. It's basically about what the emotional weight is behind the context of the battle is.
Yeah. It is helping the story of why the boss battle is happening.
Yeah, I can see the emotion from coming from there. And yeah, it is...
But you know what? Let's listen to Koromon a little bit more. Because I need to listen to this for as long as I can before moving on.
Koromon, I'm not fan of some of this instrument choices.
I find it incredibly appealing, okay? But wait, let's go back to the beginning. No, wait, no, don't! Keep going! Yes! Preparation for the battle. Okay, I think I'm good. We can move on. The Cruel King, the Great Hero advances.
Yeah, it is my choice as well.
I thought that was the case. It's unanimous then. And now... Interesting matchup. I feel that you people will be biased based on the history and the legacy of the Silent Hill track, but I would invite you to give Adventure Time a chance.
Well, I haven't played either of those games, so I'm impartial.
Yeah, same.
But I think everybody knows about You're Not Here by Akira Yamaoka. So, Matti, let's begin with that one, shall we? That's enough of that. I'll be completely and brutally honest with you. This is, in fact, a very good song, but also it was a bit of an afterthought on my part. That is, including this track in this tournament, because it feels like an obligated choice, a forced choice. I was paying lip service to one of the great classics of video game music, because you cannot do one of these best music ever tournaments and not include something from the Silent Hill games. You simply cannot. You're not allowed. It's illegal. Everybody and their moms have sung the praise of Team Silent and Akira Yamaoka and all the music in Silent Hill games, whether it's a ambiance track, a spooky track, or this song in particular. So it had to be here because it had to be here. But now let's listen to a very fascinating track from an unexpected source, a licensed Adventure Time video game. Let's go. Okay, so it would appear that I forgot to actually include the title of the track here. But the title of the track is Party in the Clouds. It's composed by Jake Kaufman, which unsurprisingly has a very, very, very long list of accolades, has a big, big resume. This track is very special. You see, I have a copy of this game, still, to this day. I would assume it's very rare. The game itself is a Link's Adventure style game. This is the track that comes to mind when I think of the Nintendo DS, period. What the music chip of the handheld can accomplish with its limits and everything. What kind of sound it can produce with its very specifically attuned chip tunes. This also scratches the surface of my brain in a very sort of specific way. But what do you guys think? Devar?
Okay, so I need to process this a bit. So Adventure Time has this really upbeat chiptune thing that I could really go for sometimes, especially when it comes to composers that love to send their love letters to such a simple sound like that. And Silent Hill 3 is going for this more grunge, atmospheric thing that is supposed to put you in the shoes of Heather, I think her name is.
Heather, yes.
Yeah, the main character, because, you know, she's a teenager / getting into adulthood. You know, so the music choice is very on purpose to go with that sort of character. However, my vote is for Adventure Time.
Yes! You know, actually, this is the kind of chiptune that's trying to emulate a guitar riff.
Yeah.
And it's doing an admirable job. I like the unique sound that comes out of it. It's certainly memorable.
It certainly reminds me of my days of the Atari ST, where we had chiptunes like that.
Nice, very nice. Icipal, what do you think?
Can you come to me last? I'm still thinking.
Fair enough. Matti, do you have an opinion on the matter as our resident musical expert?
Okay, I'm listening this up.
Feel joy in me, just smile. But now I feel your stress. Love was never meant to be such a crazy.
Yeah, weirdly upbeat for a Silent Hill game, but yeah, I do prefer what I've heard from Silent Hill soundtracks from the games that I've played. I do like the more somber ones, but I suppose as an in on itself, this has this kind of an early 2000s rock, pop rock crunch to it, or whatever it is, meininki, or what I'm looking for.
Our musical expert, everybody!
Yeah, you're hyping me too much.
Clap.
Madhog, please.
Yeah.
Yes?
But I'm not sure about. Yeah, I don't have that much of a strong opinions on the either of these things, but I suppose I go for the Silent Hill 3, even if I have heard better tracks from this franchise.
Icy Paul. Now it's time for you to be the tiebreaker.
Honestly, my thoughts are a lot on echoing a lot of what Matti said, because I too don't have any strong feelings towards either of these tracks. Like, if I didn't know the context, I wouldn't be able to guess that You Are Not Here is from a Silent Hill game, or even if it's from a horror game.
As a song on its own merit, what do you think?
It doesn't really make me feel any strong positive nor negative emotions towards it. And whereas the Party in the Clouds for Adventure Time is pretty, I mean, it's functional but pretty basic chiptune music. So fun, but in the end, that's basically the only thing I can say about it. But,
okay, but you still have to decide.
But in the end, I have to go with the Party in the Clouds. Because if I had to choose which one of these two tracks I would have to put on play on the background as I do something else, it would be Party in the Clouds.
Fair enough. That's the most fair assessment anybody could give me. So Party in the Clouds keeps partying on to the next round.
So why did Icing steal their garbage?
I don't remember. Okay, this is me being a bit cheeky because I've included the other track from Corn Kids 64 that I featured in our show.
I'm still waiting for that Corn Kid 64 and Children of the Corn crossover.
It will never happen. Completely different games. Corn refers to unicorns, by the way. I've included this track here because I was not happy with how the other one was treated last time. So I want to give this game, specifically this music, one more chance to shine. And it's going against a heavy hitter, so the chances are slim. But it's number one in my heart. Let's listen to it. Okay, that's enough. What I really like about...
By the way, that finger snapping was me. It wasn't part of the track.
What?
I did not hear your finger snapping. Honestly.
Neither did
No,
I.
So you were finger snapping while listening to this. That's a very good sign. That's a very good sign. I want it on record. He liked it. I'm going to say this about Bottleneck by Jason E, if that's how it's pronounced. I do like the very important, very good detail of the titular bottleneck sound. It's as if they have put their fingers into 3 different empty milk bottles and then started clacking them together to produce this sound. I don't know if it's simulated or not, but it's a very good sound, and it makes me think of that. It has a very rural, rustic charm to it, but it is used to accompany a much more complex set of electronic instrumentation, and the end result is very, very catchy, I would say. A very charming melody. That's my opinion, at least. I will definitely hear yours in a minute, but first let's listen to Team Chaotix by Gunnar Wilson from the Sonic Heroes soundtrack. Brain damage! Coin collector. Team Chaotix! On your side. Team Chaotix! Come on, na. You can frown but not hide. Okay, stop. They're gonna kick your boing. Right, so this, I would say, it is a fairly underrated song from a fairly excellent soundtrack. It was either going to be this or What I'm Made Of by Crush 40, but I feel that that song is overplayed. At least in my head, it is.
It gets too much love for that one, but
this one does not get enough love, which is weird because it's awesome. It rules.
It is. I mean, all the character themes are pretty awesome in the game.
I think this one is the best one, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What really gets me is the chorus of children going, Team Chaotix! Yeah! But I would like to hear your opinions. Matti, I would like to hear your opinions first.
Okay, so yeah, as you correctly predicted, I did like the bottlenecks, this rhythm, and it's a nice dreamlike vibe to it. It has the right dude and stuff, kind of an, yeah.
The game is literally a dream, so yeah.
Yeah. Then there's the Sonic Heroes. To be honest, I've never been the fan of that rock strumming sound Sonic's games had in their early 2000s. It's just... I mean...
Blasphemy!
I can listen to them like ironically, and if someone wants to sing along, then I can join in kind of a group building sense, but as their own, I'm just not
Wow.
be generally fan of these. I guess the genre is called butt rock, but yeah, it has the kind of an.
This is not butt rock at all.
Oh yeah,
I am insulted that you say that.
I am insulted too. This is the most insulting thing you could say to us.
yeah,
I'm here as well.
yeah. I guess Sonic Adventure 2's characteristics are more towards that genre. But anyway, yeah, this Sonic soundtracks from that era had when they go to the rock stuff and. Not on the more orchestral stuff, then they kind of that's this teenage attitude, which as a teenager would probably be really cool and stuff, but as a 35-year-old...
It's Sonic! It's perfect for Sonic!
Yeah, as
Come
a
on!
35-year-old, it just made me roll my eyes and stuff. But yeah, when it comes to the Sonic track, I prefer when it goes to more orchestral or even Colors as more jazzy tunes.
That's what I think of that.
Yeah.
Okay, but the bottom line is that you like Bottleneck and you're voting for Bottleneck.
Yes.
Okay, I am going to try to the best of my abilities to move on from what you just said to us. So, Devar, I would like your opinion.
I hate to say this, but Corn Kids, the second piece of music is not as good as the first one, in my opinion.
Okay,
which because I preferred the first one you showed off because it felt more dreamlike and ethereal in nature, and I don't get that vibe with this one. And it's a cute little thing with the bottleneck being involved in the from the title drop and all, but but that's all it is to me. So, but I cannot say no to Team Chaotix's theme where 90s and 80s meet each other in this wonderful made homage to rock music as a whole. The cool guy going like, beat the bad guys. Like they're wearing sunglasses and doing cool moves that only 80s dancers would do. With a 90s flair to it.
You cannot hide from the kickassery that's about to come in your general direction.
I mean, am I the only one getting that feel that it's 80s music meeting the 90s?
I am getting the feeling it wants to be its own Saturday morning cartoon.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting.
So,
and I love it for that.
So yes, and so I'm just gonna go with Team Chaotix. It's a banger of a tune. I love it.
Guess who gets to be the tiebreaker again? I suppose.
Can you give me 10 more seconds of Bottleneck?
Sure.
It is like Devar said, Team Chaotix has this very wild, upbeat energy of yeah.
It's the concept of encapsulated in a song. I get it.
So my vote goes to Team Chaotix. Yeah, we are heroes. Put on our sunglasses. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Matti, you lose this round. I'm kind of happy, come to think of it, just to get back at you.
I'm too of an old soul.
Oh, shut up.
Come on, I'm older.
Okay.
How do you think I feel?
Matti, I don't want to hear that from you.
Okay.
Okay, so Team Chaotix advances. What's next then? Interesting.
Meat.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very interesting. Ignore the freaking ads. I cannot do anything about them.
They are Finnish ads. They are like new and unexperienced by you.
Okay. They both belong to that very elusive genre of video game character is talking to player, which is a very interesting subgenre of video game music in particular. But let's go in order. Let's begin with Rumbly's review from the Indigo Park Chapter 1 soundtrack.
Hey, buddy! You okay? You look kind of tired. Do you need a moment? Don't worry, it's fine. I don't blame you for taking a rest after all that. Heck, I could go for a nice, relaxing defragmentation myself. But before you settle down, You up for a little survey to help us improve the park? Thanks for visiting Indigo Park. Hope all your dreams came true. If you've got some time and you're up for a lark, stick around for the Rambly review. I'm here to offer my best to each valuable guest I assist. And lots of happy feedback ensures I get to exist. Let's try it. Were you satisfied with the rides? Yes or no? Were you satisfied with your guide? I sure hope so. Do you plan to come back? Will I see you again? Did your experience convince you to tell a friend about us? Did I earn your trust? At Indigo Park, there is a stark contrast to everything I know this place should be. But out of the dark, you've given a spark of sunshine to this kingdom's faithful devotee. At Indigo Park, more than my remarks are mysteries. Even I don't know what we might find. But fight through the dark, and I'll be your spark of sunshine to get you out of any bind.
Okay, that's enough of that.
You want to keep
I cannot get this song out of my head. I think I need help. There is something about it that just insinuates itself into your cerebral meat. And that's pretty much by design. This is an evil track from an evil game, pretty much designed to become a meme and become popular so that people remember it and associate it with the thing it's from, so that you can buy the thing. Credit goes where credit is due. It's not easy to make a song like that, but they did it. This is definitely that kind of song, and it makes me want to keep the raccoon company, because I feel bad for him. He's so alone. Buy my plushie and all that. But that's Rambly Review. There aren't many tracks like the end credits one from Portal, where the main antagonist, allegedly the main antagonist, talks to you about all the good times we had. And Rambly here is quite sad and pathetic. He really, really wants you to come back and visit. He's practically begging you to do so. And he's doing it with a very catchy song that hides sinister intentions, seemingly. That's my feeling on the matter.
Well, yo ho ho, and a jumpity dum. My IQ is very low. I'm a pirate and I'm dumb. Well, I might be hiding in a barrel in the dark, or I'll walk you down a plank and I'll feed you to the sharks. I could cut you down to size if I catch you by surprise. I could get you with my sword or from a barrel throwing knives. Well, you got a rubber butt and a head full of lead, but if you draw for me a mermaid, I'll be watching her instead. You can try to write me off, but you'll be busy enough with the cannonballs are dropping and the parrot's eggs are popping. You can jump over the fire and the ropes can take you higher, but the only way to win is to complete what you'll begin. So bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, bring it back. Oh, bring it back, y'all. Bring it back to head. Bring it back, bring it back. Oh, bring it back, y'all. Bring it back to head. Bring it back, bring it back. Oh, bring it back, y'all. Well, yo, ho, ho, and if I got anything to do with it, you'll never get to level 2 with it, cause I rule with it, you're a fool with it, and I'm cool with it, so give it up, y'all, just give it up. It's a dangerous mission, a precarious position, in the front and back, under constant attack from bucket.
Thank God.
So, I don't think you liked it. I don't think Matti liked it very much, but I'll say this. Once again, this is the kind of music in which the singer is a character from the game that's talking to the player, but unlike a Rambly Review, where the raccoon seemingly wants to be your friend, these guys are just insulting you. This is a pirate diss track. I want you to wrap your head around it. This is a pirate diss track. The boss of the level and the minions are making fun of you. You will never beat this level. You'll never make it to level 2. You're not cool with it. It is something. I love, unironically, this track. I love the attitude it has. I love how funny it is. And I legitimately and ironically enjoy the bring it back, yo! portion of the track when it goes from rapping to an explosion of power, so to speak. And all this credits for this is mostly Ron Bumblefoot Thal, who wrote, composed, and sang it. And also you have a Brad Kaiser at the drums. So I don't think anybody has or will ever play Wild Woody, but I am curious to find out more about this game based on this piece of unique, weirdly satisfying music that I enjoyed. But now, I get to hear your thoughts on the matter. I cannot wait. Davar, let's start with you.
Actually, don't start with me. I'm still thinking about this.
Okay, Aisipal, let's start with you. I don't want to start with Matti.
Whew. Oh boy. It is interesting how these are, as you said, these are both tracks that speak to the player directly but have very different attitudes about it.
Yeah, I think we've been very fortunate with the pairings in this tournament. These are very appropriate contenders.
But in the end, my point will have to go to Indigo Park Rambly Review because I like it's this cutesy, I am innocent style and just trying to help style more over the very ratsy singing of Yo-Ho Ron Bumblefoot. Because honestly, I didn't really like this is mean to say, but I did not like the singer.
Well, you're not supposed to like the singer. It's insulting you.
Not in that way, but it still needs to sound cool and make you want to listen to. But this too deep and raspy.
Well, I found it incredibly charming, and sometimes charm can carry an entire project, so to speak. Ask Yokai Watch.
Hello, Yokai Watch.
What answers you is the bicycle music.
I know no music from Yokai Watch, so I couldn't.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay. Listen, I'm going to say this to you. When the episode comes out, when the last episode we recorded without you comes out, you have to do yourself a favor and watch it.
I will.
You will be up to speed with our inside jokes. Anyway, so your vote is for Rambly Review. That's fair.
Yes.
That's fair. I included Wild Woody because I thought it was a hilarious song. And hilarious,
it is.
Sometimes it is. Hilarious is good sometimes, depending on the mood in which you are in. Have you reached an equilibrium with your brain?
I'm afraid I'm going to go with Rambly Reviews Indigo Park because Wild Woody's, the pirate diss song, let's call it that, Yo-Ho, is fine and all for what it is. It's charming. It's diss against the player, but
I love it. We need more diss tracks in video games, especially if they are of the pirate variety.
But because I have no strong feelings to either track, because it was like a neutral thing, I basically have to go with the one track that basically is like essentially coin flipped, essentially.
Okay, so you're going with the choice that's the least annoying for you to hear a second time, is what you're saying.
It's more the lines of that. I'm just going with the one that I'm just scrounging for one little thing, and it's just gonna be the cute thing.
I think you guys are biased because there is a cute cartoon raccoon on screen. But anyway, Matti, I think I already know what your choice is, but I cannot wait to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, Rambly Review is my choice as well. I mean...
No, really?
Yeah. It's my choice goes to that Rambling Review has a better lyrical flow. Its lyrics are matching together. Well, Yoho's lyrics are very clumsy, and sometimes they just ran out of ideas. And
Okay, but bring it back. Bring it back, y'all. Does that mean nothing to you?
Yes.
yeah, I was more annoyed by the.
Fool with it, you're a fool with it, and I'm cool with it. So give it up, y'all, just give it up. It's dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, you cool with it, null with it. Come on.
I mean, you are meant to defeat them, so you cannot have them be sounding too cool.
Yeah.
Right? I think it accomplishes a delicate balance between cringe-worthiness and also fun, which is the best vibe you can have to push the player to beat them.
Yeah,
to
I
beat
know
them
that
up,
it's a.
because that's the intent.
I know that it's a joked song, but I mean, yeah,
It is a
for
quality joke song.
yeah,
I always include a joke song in one of these, as you well know by now.
Yeah.
But yes, I did not expect this to go far, realistically, even though I enjoyed it. So Rambly Review advances to the next round. Maybe then you learn to love him. Aha! Advertisement. Advertisement.
yeah.
I don't care. First off, we have the Pictionary title screen theme by legendary composer Tim Follin. And if you recall, this one was, as we say in the business, unnecessarily good. I don't know about you, but I don't want this to end. Okay. Okay.
That's enough.
Okay.
I mean,
I
it was about to
realistically
end
don't
anyway.
want this to end. It was about to end, but yes, my gosh, are we playing Pictionary or are we beating Dr. Wily? It's are we fighting God tonight? Because this track makes me in the mood to punch things in a good way.
It goes way too hard.
Yeah. It makes you forget that you're playing Pictionary.
Freaking Pictionary on the NES! This is the beauty of being a video game composer for the early days of the medium, so to speak. You are not yet a video game composer, you're just a composer of music. So your deal, your whole ethos is to make good music if you have the talent and the capacity to do it, like Tim Follin or the brothers Follin in general used to have. So why not make the hardest sounding soundtrack you could possibly make, even if it's just for Pictionary? It's not like you know what the game is going to look like in the end. You are just there to make music. And this person, this man amongst men, sat down and made mother-obliterating music.
The man
that
cooked.
obliterates your years. The man cooked and kept cooking for approximately a decade, I will say this. This is the one Team Fallen inclusion in this tournament. It came down between this one, the main theme from Silver Surfer, and the track from Plock that Matti used. And I decided to go with this one because of all three, I think it's the one that goes the hardest and the most steadfastiest. That's probably not a real word, but that should convey to you how hard this makes me. And yes, I will not rephrase. I will not rephrase it. I know what I said. Let's move on. And now we listen to Needy Streamer Overload. Internet Overdose. Okay. I think we are good. I think we get the idea. This song has many faces to its name. It's a haunted idol song, a Vocaloid track. By all intents and purposes, this video game soundtrack. There is a haunting nature to the way this song progresses and presents itself. The instrumentation, the various faces, the higher energy moments, the lower energy moments. At some point, it just explodes into a pop idol song or a Vocaloid track, if you will. It definitely has that energy, but there is always a dark undercurrent to its seemingly high-pitched, high-energy nature, and that is pretty much in line with the theming of the video game Needy Streamer Overload, which is about appearances and the mental illnesses behind those appearances. I don't know if this is going to be a very easy or a very hard decision on your part. So, Devar, what do you think?
Both of these tracks, man.
I think, if I am not mistaken, they've gotten an actual idol to sing this. This Kotoko person is
yeah,
the
she
singer.
is. Yes, Kotoko has been singing for many years. She's actually done a fair few anime openings over the years as well.
Does not surprise me in the slightest.
Yes, so hence why I was actually going to say that it's neat they got her, and it's not the first time she's worked with this group either, because there was another song which I referenced in the episode this song came in, and it's called Internet Yamaro, which is basically a song that got memed at some point. Which you probably might have seen the dance. But anyway, I highly recommend listening to that one if anyone's fans of this particular piece of music. But anyway, back to the very, very difficult choice here, because I like Pictionary for the fact it's so unlike anything that would conjure the imagery of Pictionary. It's far from it, and I like it for that reason. But on the other hand, Needy Streamer Overload essentially encapsulates everything about the internet. The kawaii style music, Eurobeat tracks. It's
a lot to its making.
It's a lot to its chaos.
It is very much an organized chaos sort of song, and I appreciate it for that. Very eclectic in nature.
I think I might go with Needy Streamer.
I see, Paul.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Like Devar said, both of these tracks go very, very hard. And as has been brought up,
they are also very, very, very different.
And as has been brought up before, they didn't need to go this hard, especially.
But they did. That's the beauty of it.
Considering the contrasting of how long of a time period there is between them. Basically, the times that they came out with, the Pictionary being 8-bit and a lot simpler, but simply taking basically everything it can pull out of that NES music chip. Whereas Internet Overdose just taking all the guns and just blasting them at the same time. Advances in technology and musical instrumentation that has happened during the 40 years between these games.
I will say this. I think I am personally far more impressed by the Pictionary soundtrack because this was one guy making music with the technology that was available to him at the time. He was probably making this on his old Amiga or Commodore 64 or whatever he was using to make music, whatever set he had. It is so impressive that you can do such good work with such limiting factors. Sometimes art is empowered because it comes out of enforced limitations. The limits push people to break from said limits with what they have at their disposal. And that will never not be impressive to me. On the other hand, Internet Overdose is it's less impressive in the sense that it has many hands on it, and it is indeed something that could only exist with a lot of care and production behind it. It is less impressive to me personally because, again, Team Fallen was just one guy making things out of his head without having a clue of what the actual final product, his music, would be associated to, would end up looking or playing like. Because that was the standard practice at the time when it comes to composition and music in video games. If I were to vote, I too would not know what to vote. So, Icipal, do you know what to vote?
This is a very hard decision, but in the end I have to give my vote to Pictionary.
Matti, show us your meat. I mean, your thoughts on the matter.
Yeah, Pictionary has a high energy beat to it. Internet Overdose has certainly a kind of similar attitude, though it's a much more hyperactive in its energy, which can be exhausting. Also felt that the song kind of fumbled in the beginning. There was this part where it sounded like the singer was trying to figure out the lyrics from her head and kind of added them, but it certainly got better towards the end of the listening period.
I think that was the intended emotional reaction.
I mean, yeah, I suppose that I go with Pictionary. I mean,
this could have gone either way for me, but yeah, I'm glad it's Team Fallen.
Energy is admirable, but please let me breathe for a second, at least.
Well, these are idol songs, and they usually don't let you breathe.
Yeah.
And now for the obligatory have sex with these music jokes.
Another Crab's Treasure. Sexy music plays. What do we have here? Oh, interesting.
Oh, dear.
Interesting indeed. I think this will be very one-sided. Why don't we listen to the Dune fight music from Serious Sam? Because yeah, we're listening to that. Okay. I'm going to be honest, this is the one track in this entire tournament whose inclusion in it was motivated 110% by nostalgia. because I've had this little tune, this little medley stuck in my brain for the better part of 20 years, ever since I played the Serious Sam, the first encounter, the very first time, and it's just never left. It's still there. It is playing as we speak. I cannot get it out of my head. It is like a mind virus. Holistically speaking, this is not by far the best track in the tournament, but it had to be here because, damn it, I liked it. And now we listen to the other one. That's enough. I cannot divorce my feelings towards this track from my feelings towards Night in the Woods as a whole, as a complete experience. It's, as far as video games go, as far as works of art, it is one of the most personal, intimate, emotional experiences I've ever had with a work of art in general. I recall that after I finished playing it, I spent a whole week softly weeping in my room. So many things that were portrayed in that game, I related way too hard. I related way too hard with what the main character was going through, her flaws, her issues, and her situation, and everything surrounding what this game is about fundamentally. And when I think of Night in the Woods, the first thing that comes to mind is this track. It is Astral Alley, because it happens during one of the many dream sequences. What's fascinating about it is that the music is very much diegetic and dynamic with the gameplay, because you're supposed to go around and find the various musicians that are going to eventually play the track itself. So in this version of the track, the player first finds the violinist, and then they find the flutist, and then everyone else, one at a time, they all come together and they become this mini band that plays Astral Alley. And this is really how you are supposed to experience the track, and this is how you're supposed to experience the game, one discovery at a time. The composer for this track, also the lead designer and director for the game, Alec Holoka. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. As you can see, I've included a couple of dates beside his name. That's because he has passed away sadly in 2019. He left behind him quite a formidable legacy in this one video game that touched my heart and made my soul cry, essentially. So rest in peace, Alec. You will be missed. So I don't want to influence the jury here, but you know which one means more to me. Devar, what do you think of all this?
Night in the Woods, Astral Alley. But the stupid reason I'm going to tell you why I don't think Serious Sam deserves a vote is because it's not the Grand Cathedral theme.
We never used the Grand Cathedral in our game show, but we did use Dune Fight. So that's why it's here. Sorry, them's the breaks.
But yeah, the obvious reason why I'm choosing Astral Alley is because it is a very soft and lovely piece that seems to convey a lot in its music. A lot more than it's letting on. Which I'm pretty sure I'm only getting half the message here, which I think would be better suited in actually playing the game like you did. But I can definitely feel that sense of emotion coming from the music and the love and care that was given to it. So that's why Astral Alley from Night in the Woods gets my vote.
I see, Paul.
Night in the Woods, Astral Alley, almost a jazzy, smooth piece of just.
It is smooth, but also simultaneously weirdly dramatic.
It has this hint of underlying melancholy to it.
Matti.
Yeah, my choice is Astral Alley as well. It has a lesser repetitive structure.
Let's choose the Alley of Astrals. So what do we have now? Fascinating.
Interesting pair.
This is the clash of the licensed games, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, who
It
knows?
basically is.
Perhaps Baby Felix Halloween is an underrated classic for the ages.
For the game Color, I highly doubt it. And by the way, Baby Felix was an actual cartoon in Japan. And yet, they never made a video game based on the twisted tales of Felix the Cat, which is a shame, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because if anything, honestly, if anybody deserves to become a Cuphead clone, it is that freaking cartoon, let me tell you.
The intro of Twisted Tales of Felix stays in my mind rent-free.
Didn't Felix have a video game, or was it just a bootleg?
Yes, it was.
That's a
he had
lot
a
of
video
video
game.
games.
He had a video game on the NES. You might have seen that one. That one is quite popular.
It was based off the older cartoon, though, the one from the 50s, the really bad one.
Yeah.
But here we are. Nevertheless, let's listen to this music. Let's begin with Baby Felix, since we were talking about it. Okay, it's looping back. I think we've listened to it whole. This is appropriate for the oncoming spooky season, but I do believe this little medley pretty much embodies the idea of Halloween. It has a very spooky scherzo energy to it, and it goes, once again, it enters that elusive, exclusive club of tracks that go unnecessarily hard in ways you wouldn't expect. I very much enjoy it. Now let's listen to the Normandy fight from Asterix and Obelix XXL. That's enough. This track is very, very weird and unusual. Fascinates me to no end. I want to understand the thought process that went behind it, from the garbled up, incomprehensible vocals to the choice of music and how it basically changes itself completely halfway through it. All of that just makes me question why this is the way it is. There isn't really an objective metric for what constitutes good or bad music. Sometimes good music is just something weird that stays with you in a very specific way. Avant-garde experimental music that somehow made its way into an Asterix video game. Devar.
Yeah, first things first, I want to say that while listening to the Asterix and Obelix Normandy fight theme, I had to do a double take and reread who made this, because I don't know why, I was basically thinking, wait, did Rammstein do this? And then it's like, no, it's a guy called Fabrice Bouillon Laforest.
Fabrice Bouillon Laforest.
I had to do a double take because I thought it sounded similar to the German band Rammstein for a moment.
I can hear it.
Yeah, because it's all their hallmarks. The and the
It sounds like they sampled the singer's burping.
I want to vote for it more than Baby Felix's Halloween, because I don't know why the Halloween world theme sounds very bootleg Halloween platformer game to me, rather than Felix.
I think this is literally what this game is.
So yeah, I'm just gonna go with the Normandy fight from Asterix and Obelix XXL.
It definitely is a memorable piece of art. Whether that's good or not, that's ultimately subjective.
It's an interesting piece.
Icipal.
Well, this is once again a situation where I'm not really fond of either track. I really don't like the whole singing portion, because to me it sounds like...
I know it does sound like that for us as well. I cannot even recognize the language, but I would like to maintain that I find it charming regardless. Sometimes you don't have to understand a song to enjoy a song.
That is very true, but this to me this does not sound charming. This just sound someone is trying to throttle themselves with a cat. I think it would work much better if there were no lyrics, but in the end I will give my vote to Normandy fight. Because aside from the lyrics, I liked it more than Halloween World.
I disagree with you there. I don't think this would work nearly as well without the lyrics, the vocals, I should say, to give it character. But Matti, what are your thoughts about it? I think this is already winning, so you might as
I'm
well
listening
get it
a bit
over
of
with. Now it gets even more experimental somehow.
Well, I suppose I just give to the Normandy fight for trying something different for a change.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's move on. I really wanted Danton to be here for this, if I'm being honest.
No way. I'll channel him in spirit.
Okay, do an impression of Danton.
Impression of Danton.
That was it.
Yeah, because we're kind of similar. Just that
No,
he's
you're
slightly-
not. To me, you are completely different. But anyway,
You are
Okay.
more and Dante's one
thanks, Matti. By the way, I'm not still mad that Matti guessed the Lylin Cube sector for the final boss in that one episode.
What?
I am so over it.
You don't
You
want your
guys.
contestants to win?
Shut up. I am so over it, as I said. So let's not talk about it anymore. I do maintain that Lylin Cube sector has a pretty good soundtrack, as evidenced by my choice of including it here. So this is A Sad Touch, composed by Arachno. Matti, if you please. Oh yes. Unfortunately, this cut of the track ends very abruptly, but this is the only one that I could find. Nevertheless, you do get the idea. It is a fairly catchy 16-bit bonanza of a track, for lack of a more endearing term. What I'm trying to say is that I think it's very good. But now, let's listen to the main theme from Doom 3. Turn it up. Okay. We have featured several versions of the classic Doom theme, the one that everybody knows, at Doomsgate. This is arguably one of the better versions, and you can see why, because of the people involved. We have Chris Vrenna as the producer, which was once part of the band Nine Inch Nails, and then formed Twicker with Clint Walsh here, also featured in the credits, whom is the actual composer. And Matti, maybe you can help me with something here, because I don't know what a producer does in the context of music, in the music industry. I know what a producer is, or rather isn't, in the film or TV industry, but what does a producer do when it comes to making music?
Yeah, my guess is that he could be done like the mastering of the track, like clean it off, that maybe Clint Walsh has made the track originally in some of his piano or something, and then Chris Vrenna's job is to clean it up a bit.
Okay, that's great, because in the context of TV or cinema, a producer is just the guy who gives the money, approves the project, and then makes all the money in the end and does basically nothing aside from enforcing some corporate notes on the final product, which usually ruin the final product. But I think producer means something completely different when it comes to the music industry. When I read up that they hired Chris Vrenna, a musician, to be the producer on the soundtrack of the video game, to me, to the language I know, that felt like hiring somebody who hires people to hire more people, which is very redundant. Matti, your opinion, please.
Well, the Doom 3's main theme, it takes a while to get to the point, and once it gets to the point, I mean, it's a pretty good rock strumming, but once again, I'm not that big of a fan of an electric guitar as an instrument. It's too easy for it to muddle the sound, but yeah, it is all right, but Sad Thoughts is a high tier composing.
Actually, can you play a bit more of Doom 3? I don't think we've listened everything we could have listened. I like this. I like the moaning. I think that's enough. I think we get the idea. There was a bit more to it than I initially thought, than we all initially thought. You recognized it. This is supposed to be a cover of... You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it.
Oh, it was
So-
a cover of that?
Yes, it's a cover of that, which in itself was a cover of a Metallica song, which was the Unforgiven Part 2 or maybe Part 3, I forgot.
I think it might be part 2 at the time, because I think part 3 came years later.
Okay. But your opinion still stands, Matti, correct?
Yes. So
Okay.
That is a good example of an chiptune track that it doesn't get annoying to the ear.
It is the rare 16-bit chiptune that sounds right. Its instruments do not hit too high a note, but they maintain a sort of balance that seemed very smooth and appealing to the eardrum. Devar,
I'm going to say Doom 3's main theme gets me just because of that slow build-up of foreshadowing of doom, so to speak.
Doom free, if you will.
Everything goes to hell, and hell kicks down your door and starts rocking out in your living room.
And your skin is going to be shredded by the sheer awesome.
The revenants are drumming the.
The revenants are dooting.
Yes, and you gotta like some of the atmospheric details they add in as well, like the moans of pain and suffering.
Those were sexy moans in my book.
They were not sexy. Take it from me.
They sounded sexy to me. Oh, That's what I heard. Icy Paul.
My vote goes to Doom 3 as well. Satan shredding in your living room and then Doom Marine kicks down the opposite door and cocks the shotgun.
Yes, this is like sex. You need build up before the climax. Everybody knows that. I do lots of sex. I really don't. And also, Matti, this is the second time they are voting against you specifically.
That's right. They are to have opinions.
We're Doom brothers after all.
Wrong. Okay. All right then. So Doom 3 advances. Let's go.
Let's go.
Aha! Okay, so on one hand, we have a true classic in Gangplank Galleon, the final boss in Donkey Kong Country. How could I not include the classic? That's it. That's enough of that. I mean, it's a true classic. The bongo drums, the beat of it, the way it builds itself up, and it sounds very, very silly, and then suddenly it gets serious. Now you have to take this fight seriously, or you will die. It's such a quintessential classic SNES boss battle theme, immortal and memorable to this very day. It is a simple enough medley to remember, but there is a lot of complexities behind it in its composition. Very good stuff. Now we listen to the freaking Fortnite lobby song. Turn it up.
That's the best. We got the quickest triggers in the whole Wild West. We got sweats and deaths taking odds on bets. Ain't no telling who the upper hand gets. We got man cakes and pancakes. We got a whole stack of trouble when the action breaks. We got gunfights every night. We got butter plate specials that'll treat you right. Come on down, rip some money's going on up to Surfing Nightly. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on down. Come on down to the butter barn. Come on down. Come on down to the butter barn. We got buckets of bacon and stacks of jacks. Jugs of maple, you can throw it on back. Kick it back in front
I'll tell you a fun little story here. While I was researching for the artists responsible for each and every one of these tracks, I had the most trouble finding who made the freaking Fortnite song. Turns out, misinformation sucks. Because first I come across an article that says, hey, this is the guy who sang the song. He was not the guy who sang the song. That was fake news, so to speak. So then I found a Twitter that was pointed to me by a subreddit, the Fortnite Twitter account, that says, hey, this is the guy who sings the song, Matt Daniels. Here we go. That's fine. But who the hell composed the actual track? And then I looked it up, Gamic. And on their Spotify, there's this song. Ergo, I assume they are the ones. I don't want to ever talk about Fortnite for as long as I live after this. But yes, good song, by the way. Fun, funky country rock without all the offensive racist bullshit. So what did you think of that, Dabar?
Even though I have no nostalgia or love for the music for Donkey Kong as a series, I probably would go for that one more, just because, the music is a vibe.
Matti, let's go with you now.
Butterbun Hoedown is a alright counter song. It's nothing else much. Doesn't bring me any big feelings in me. And Gangplank Galleon, it has a very strong beginning, and I think that the latter part isn't as memorable, but the strong opening makes up for it.
So we know who wins already, but Icipal, your thoughts?
I also vote for Gangplank Galleon.
I guess goodbye forever, Butterbarn Hoedown. You will be missed somewhat.
Not really.
I guess Donkey Kong his way into the next round. Okay, well, I think we know who wins this round. I don't think we need to make it that long, but just for the sake of appeasing me personally, let's listen to Battle (parenthesis Edifice) from the soundtrack of Shin Megami Tensei 5, which, as you know, is that one track from Shin Megami Tensei I keep ragging on about. You can stop now. The track loops back to the beginning after this. So effectively speaking, the song is only 1 minute and 20 seconds long. And it's 80% build up, but I would argue that the explosion, the climactic explosion, is worth it in its own right. Unfortunately, it is going against From Fire We're Born. So let's listen to it.
From fire we're born,
Turn it up.
and from ashes we will heal. The wings that were torn, and the powers that were sealed. Master the storm, quake the earth and churn the sea, and high on we'll soar, till we all glide free. From fire we're born, and as darkness marks the end, from nature we swarm, and from shadows we ascend. In the crystal and the ice we see all our friends and family, those we've lost and so must find again. Fall to the floor, the dead and the dying have all gone to war. So what do we do when they find us and knock at our door? When voices fall silent, their lives they all gave. Don't fear the corruption and all that it craves. No, we cannot fail now when there's still a world to save.
Pause. This is not even the best part of the song. I think in the second half it goes even harder than that. I feel myself transported into an epic high fantasy adventure where I am a powerful dragon and I am conquering the world / saving it. I'm not quite sure yet. But I am fully enthralled in the experience and I am here for the ride. And what a ride it promises to be. Let me tell you, I'm telling you right now, this rules in so many ways. What do you think, Matti?
Yeah, from Far We're Born, it has an good structure indeed. Kind of reminds me of the theme song of Shira and the Princess of Power that has the similar kind of vibe to it. Kind of an...
I would not have thought of comparing it to that at all, if I'm being honest, but interesting. Go on.
Yeah, structurally similar and similar kind of a vibe of the brave heroes going forth or something really epic is about to happen. Yeah, and then there's the Battle Parenthesis Edifice. It is a good usage of the electric guitar. It actually worked for this song. But yeah, it is structurally good, but I suppose from me it leans more towards the From Far We're Born with its more epic strumming and this kind of a boom, boom and stuff.
I'm going to ask you a favor. Can you actually skip ahead a little bit in the From Fire We're Born song? In the second half. Go on.
Crystal and the ice we see all our friends and family, those we lost is almost find again.
Full-on metal symphony I see a volcano in the background, and I think this song is causing that volcano to erupt. There is no other explanation. This is what happens when Shira and the Princesses of Power, as you put it, has sex with Daffy Duck the Wizard, and they have a baby together, which is baptized in erupting lava from a volcano. And it's kind of the best thing ever? Question mark? Let's just say I think this track will go far in this tournament. Am I wrong? Am I right? Devar, what do you think?
The battle theme from Shin Megami Tensei 5 Edifice is a very well done battle theme that really gets you pumped to kill some monsters or shadows, whatever they are in this game. And meanwhile, From Fire We're Born basically goes for James Bond, but in fantasy world.
Really? James Bond?
Yeah, because it has that same sort of vibe of Skyfall. It kind of has that same sort of vibe, in my opinion.
I would have not even dreamed to compare this to Skyfall, if I'm being perfectly honest.
It has that sort of same vibe of power theme with emotion behind it. But surprisingly, I'm going to go with Edifice.
What?
Yeah, I'm just going to go.
Surprising.
I'm just going to go with Edifice, just because even though I love the power ballad from Fire We're Born, for some reason I'm drawn to the riff from Edifice. It really rocks.
It is very good. I've been saying it is very good this whole time, but I don't want it to win over From Fire We're Born, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I see, pal.
This honestly feels a bit unfair because, well, Battle Edifice is a really, really great track, but From Fire We're Reborn, it just comes from behind the corner and just explosions! Boom! This
Volcanoes
could be
in the background.
Someone could tell me that this is the newest song from Imagine Dragons, and I would believe them. This is very good. So my vote goes to From Fire We Are Born.
I don't know about Imagine Dragons, but I think this is better.
Well, at least I gave Shin Megami Tensei 5 a chance.
Okay, I appreciate that, but From Fire We're Born was the clear victor from the start, if you ask me. I would have voted it for it.
I mean, I'm tempted to vote for it, but I thought I'd give Shin Megami Tensei 5 at least Oh, okay. Hello.
Okay. Once again, we have a case study of two pieces of music that could not possibly be more different from each other, even if they were born on completely different universes. So let's listen to Kizuna instrumental version from the Digimon Survive soundtrack. Keep an open mind. Turn it up. I think that's enough. So, Digimon! Hey! Fun. This is not exactly what you would expect from something Digimon related. This very slow burn, low energy, sad, melancholic tune that seems like a harbinger of very, very sad things to come. This is the main theme from Digimon Survive, actually. There is a vocal version. I don't like that version at all. The instrumental version of Kizuna is superior, and it is effectively something of a bit of a journey, I would say. It is very different from the typical energy we have encountered otherwise in this tournament, but I needed something a bit more somber, more slow, more melancholic, introspective, if you will, and this was it exactly in my book. And now for something completely different. It's pizza time. Everybody knows this. All right, Matti. Completely different energy, as you can clearly hear. Chaotic tune, but in a good way, in a way that pumps your blood. If you want the feeling of having your blood pressure going high after eating too much pizza, I guess it's pizza time. It is Heartburn, the song. So, Matti, what do you think of the choices before you?
I'm listening a bit more of the Kitsuna. It is a beautiful violin track and very moody and melancholic, perhaps even, or happy kind of way, or something mixture. Pizza Time is an iconic sound. There was this one portion in it where it kind of goes to the song. I don't know.
I mean this in the best possible way, but Kizuna is a song that would facilitate sleep. It is relaxing in a way.
Yeah, well, it is a good track. I'm probably forgetting it next week or even the next day. It works in the moment, but when you try to reminisce it kind of fades in the background of mind. I suppose I go with It's Pizza Time because it sticks to immediately in the subconscious.
Like cheese on pizza.
Like cheese on pizza.
Yeah.
Davar, are you going to cheese it tonight?
Okay, so pizza time. High energy, high octane, bashing through walls. You gotta grab the ingredients fast. You have to get it all in there, before the timer runs out, or else you don't get your paycheck or whatever the game's about. Which is nothing, probably. But I'm probably gonna go with Kizuna from Digimon Survive, just because
I knew it. It's the violence, isn't it?
It's mostly everything about it, just because it's. I would disagree with you on one part where you say it foreshadows something sad, but I say it's the aftermath of when something awful has happened.
No, actually, in the context of the game, it is literally before anything sad happens. It's the main theme.
I do not believe you for a second, because this sounds more like an aftermath.
No, this is actually. I swear to
from
you.
Here and weep.
I swear to you, Devar, this is the music that plays when the opening credits roll.
It says in the video, Digimon Survive OST main theme.
Nice to know. Anyway,
this is indeed the main theme.
Anyway, it sounds like an aftermath to something sad, so I'm sticking with it because
okay. You are welcome to believe whatever it is you want to believe.
My feelings don't care about your facts.
Well, okay, so your vote is for Kizuna, as I understand correctly.
Yes.
Fine, that's fair. I see, Paul.
My vote in the end to Kizuna, because I just like it. This is very good, sad track, and it
don't
really
believe
talks
it.
to me.
Kizuna beats Pizza Time? Digimon! Yeah! I love this. I'm loving this so much.
We've ruined expectations for everybody.
Okay, well, it's Kizuna, so let's proceed. Digimon wins.
Yeah.
So what do we have now?
We have ketchup and meat.
How many times have we seen these exact commercials?
I mean, this was the first time for the ketchup.
Okay, now we have my favorite track from Streets of Rage 4, On Fire by Olivier Desrivières. I think it's French. And that one song from Alan Wake composed by Poe, which was haunting, weird, and weirdly haunting, and I liked it very much. Very atmospheric. But let's listen to On Fire first. Let's see if it lives up to its name. Let's come back to this after we listen more of This Road, The Dark Chamber by Poe. Shall we? Yes, let's do that.
And some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. And some say that it lives forever, this road. Lives forever. And some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. And some say that it lives forever, They're meant only for you, I see. Wake up, it's only a dream on a winding road. Now they're in my bed, in the dark chamber of my head. I flip you over until you bend this winding road. Don't you ever let me go. Forever I am living, play and pretend. Forever, never, wanting it to end. This message that you send to this winding road. It's just the beginning, only the ending. Winding through the night, only the end. It's just the beginning, only the ending. Winding through the night,
Pause. Two tracks that sort of keep on changing as they go on. As you've heard, the Streets of Rage 4 track has a build-up inside a build-up inside another build-up before it actually gets going. And we haven't even heard the end of the build-up yet. In fact, let's go back to it. There it is. Enough of that. So yes, one is a softer, more somber, I want to say prog rock, alternative rock song. Maybe Devar, you can correct me on that. And it's composed by a famous long-standing artist named Poe, which pretty much occupies a certain scene when it comes to music. A certain gothic scene, I want to say, but I could be wrong. Maybe you can help me with that.
I'm afraid I cannot because I do not. I'm not familiar with the genre, so to speak, of that particular one.
The fact that I am incapable to correctly identify genre or style of musical inclinations for this particular track, save from the part in which it starts to go wow, 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 which is more typical and recognizable. That's what makes me feel intrigue towards this Alan Wake 2 song. It is definitely different and definitely unique. It once again belongs to the genre of music that was made by musicians who did not set out to compose quote-unquote video game soundtracks, just good music. But what do you think about it? Icipal, let's start with you.
This is a tough choice because both of these tracks are very good, but in a very different ways and are very, very opposite from each other. On one hand, we have the On Fire from Streets of Rage 4, which is basically this very pumped up, high octane, flex my bulging muscles as I cruise down the highway on my open roof sports car. And then we have Poe from Alan Wake 2, which is very much like something that I can...
No, actually, Poe is the artist. The name of the song is This Road, The Dark Chamber.
This Road from Alan Wake 2, something like playing as a background music as I walk down these dimly lit corridors having my Linkin Park moment.
You know what that is, actually? That's the kind of song you hear in those beatnik bars in films and TV shows in the background that accompany the main characters talking to each other. It has that vibe and energy to it, and it somehow transcends time and space simultaneously.
In the end, I will have to give my vote to This Road.
Okay. Devar, what do you think?
So Alan Wake 2 basically goes for this haunting like atmosphere that really delves into the dark recesses of the mind and shadows and reality, as especially with the themes of it covering in the this road. It really tries to encapsulate that feeling, that being trapped on this one-way road that only has one destination, so to speak. My only problem with it is more, it's nothing wrong with the song itself, it's just more my personal taste. I think it drones on a bit too long. For too long for myself. Meanwhile, Streets of Rage 4 with On Fire, the best way to describe this piece of music, in my view, is that it is like a small flame that just constantly grows bigger and bigger as the build-up goes, and suddenly it's an inferno, encapsulated by this music.
I think we have firmly established that we enjoy our build-ups in our video game music.
Yes, and that is the reason why I'm choosing On Fire from Streets of Rage 4, just because it's just mwah, chef's kiss on the music.
All right, Matti, it all comes down to you.
Okay, so yeah, they both have the same structure of like building slowly, getting there. But it is a tough choice. This road has this melancholic vibe to it, but then there's the On Fire that has this more attitude vibe to it.
Dude.
Yeah. Sorry, started to feel delirious. But anyway, I suppose I'll go with the On Fire, because that was a really strong finisher where it went with this.
It is strong all the way through, the build-up up until the climax, but when it actually gets there, it's blowing up buildings. So yes.
It's lit. It's on fire. It blows up. It's all the fire puns.
All the nouns and adjectives and all of the escalation of violence. It's a beat 'em up, so violence has to be escalated. So let's escalate this violence into the next round. What a great segue.
So this indeed was the most.
Yes, On Fire.
Yes. And next, we have...
Oh my.
Oh no.
More meat.
Okay, right. So, in regards to Flower on the Trails from Fuga Melodies of Steel, it was either going to be this... Yes, it was either going to be this or the opening song from Solatorobo, Red the Hunter, but I've already used a piece of music from that game in the last tournament, so to variate a little bit, here's another game, a more recent game from the Tail Bronx series. Pause right here. you have heard that small child voice. That particular moment is actually a sample that was taken from that aforementioned opening song from Solatorobo. I just wanted to tell you this because I think it's neat. This is why I was undecided whether I liked this one more or the original. Okay, you may proceed, Matti.
君は今泣いた握られた手の中に花びら一枚吹く風がそっと涙を拭う君が見てきた景色にずっとずっと生きているもしも世界が終わるなら花になって寄り添うよあどけない君の笑顔
That's enough.
聞こえ
Strong emotional accompaniment to a situation of pure despair that builds itself up to a sort of inspirational mood, if you will. I remind you, Fuga is a game about literal children driving a tank, being traumatized by war. Don't play the sequel. The sequel is garbage. But this one is good. Okay, but now we listen to the one representative of Hideki Naganuma, and you know what that means? Ain't
Yeah.
nothing like a funky beat.
Give me one little funky beat. Ain't nothing like a funky
Ain't
beat.
nothing like a funky beat.
You're so funky to me. Knocking down the funky fresh beats. Give me one little funky beat, boy. Give me one little funky beat. Give me one little funky beat, boy. Ain't nothing like a funky beat. Give me one little funky beat, boy. Give me one little funky beat. Give me one little funky beat, boy. Ain't nothing like a real thing. Rock the rock on the funky. Cause the beat is funky.
I think that's enough. Ain't nothing like a funky beat, indeed. What is there for me to even say about this one? This is just funky, excellent, funky beat. All the words you could use it. I want to hear your words on the matter. Help me out here. Devar, thoughts and prayers.
Very simple, very easy for me. If you put funky beats next to a deep emotional piece of music, I will probably go for the emotional piece over the funky beats.
Knowing you, that makes sense.
So Fuga Melodies of Steel to be official on my choice.
Flower on the Trails gets one vote. Matti.
Okay, so yeah, Flowers of the Trails is an emotional. I agree with the Devar here that it has a great beat, and I mean, it would won over Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat, even if that one hadn't any lyrics. I think that the funky beat is a bit obnoxious.
Wow, okay. You know what? Somehow I thought this was going to be the case.
Too much attitude, it seems.
And what about you, Isipal? Do you agree with these two gentlemen?
Well, Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat. It is nice, constantly goes over the same funky beat. Basically stays out its welcome, whereas Flower on the Trails is a very good, sad, melancholic music of children being forced into war. And I honestly love the OSTs from both Fuga games and Flower on the Trails you wouldn't at first think it to be a boss battle track, but when you are in the actual situation, it does feel appropriate.
Yes, we have a lot of boss battle tracks that feel that way to some people, but that's the beauty of it, in that they are supposed to help evoke a specific feeling, and sometimes when you fight a boss, that feeling is not epicness or grandiosity or power fantasy. Not every boss battle can be freaking Eternity from the Blue Dragon OST.
Oh yes, my vote goes to Flower on the Trails.
So it's unanimous then. I'm looking forward to a certain track to finally appear in this, but we get this instead. Guess what? Brock is back.
Well, I will try to hide my surprise.
It has been a minute since I mentioned it. You guys were the people who kept mentioning it. Seeing as how popular it was with our audience, with you specifically, I had to bring it back. So now we have, oh boy, yes, the main theme, the menu theme specifically from Brock the Investigator, and New Junk City, the PC version from Earthworm Jim. Composed by Mark Miller, parenthesis, as you might have noticed, Tommy Tallarico stole credit.
Is that his full name? Stole credit?
So, of course, you know the story. Tommy Tallarico, amongst many other things, is what we like to call a bullshit artist. Bullshit artist! Bullshit artist! Bullshit artist! And he factually composed the soundtrack for Earthworm Jim 2. And then he tried to steal credit for the soundtrack from Earthworm Jim 1, one of the many things he attempted to steal credit from. He claims that Mark Miller is a pseudonym he used for legal reasons, but everything that comes out of his mouth, as we all know, is bullshit. Is a bullshit artist. So yes, I wanted to include this little piece of information I come across, because I think it's worth remembering never to trust anything he says. Did you know his house was featured on MTV Cribs?
I do not even know what that is.
You don't need to know. All you need to know is that it's not true. But yes, let's listen to Brock the Investigator first. That's enough. You get the picture. This track belongs in that very small circle of main menu songs or music in general that I like to listen to for an inordinate amount of time instead of actually pressing play and starting the game. It has that effect on me. Feel free to disagree, but to me, it just speaks to me. There is something hypnotic, in a good way, about having that constant bass line going on, never stopping from the beginning to the very end, and having the rest of the composition being built slowly atop of it, like a pyramid, if you will. I like it. And now New Junk City, which is a classic. I am not here to argue with any of you on whether or not the original Genesis Mega Drive version of this track was better than the PC version, but the PC version is, in fact, the version that I featured on the game show. And that's why it's here. A reminder that all the tracks in this bracket, in this tournament, are here because they were featured on our game show. That is the requirement for them to be featured here. It's good, isn't it? Still good. Still a classic. Still the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Earthworm Jim. Well, that and the cartoon. Earthworm Jim, we think is mighty fine.
Earthworm Jim.
A hero for all time. What do you guys think? Matti?
Oh, yes. For Jim is New Junk City is definitely a classic. Good energy, good flow, enough variation in the track. I need to listen to this a bit more. I mean, this is an alright track too, but I think there's just not enough variation in it. It's pretty steady on its, though it is a menu theme, so it has to be a kind of a steady by default. But my vote goes for the New Junk City. It has structurally more complex.
Okay, fine. I see how it is. I see, Paul.
This is a bit of a tough nut to crack because the Earthworm Jim is nice and fine. This kind of silly, energetic track, but it doesn't really blow my mind in any way. Whereas Brock the Investigator has this very a bit noir. Someone took a noir track and just put it in a swamp.
Swamp noir should be a musical genre. I love it.
In the end, I will have to give my point to Brock the Investigator.
I appreciate it.
It's funny because it has fighting in it.
It is about 1/20th of the things it has in it. Let me tell you. The VAR.
Right. This is a difficult one because as Brock the Investigator kind of reminds me of the type of music I would hear during playing Ace Attorney video games like Phoenix Wright.
An investigative track, if you will.
Yes, because it has the sort of vibe that you usually hear in those games on the DS. Earthworm Jim, it has character, it has a lot going on in it, that's for sure. But I've also forgotten the track after listening to it.
So, if I am understanding this correctly, you are giving your vote to Brock the Investigator?
Yes, I think I'll give it to Brock the Investigator because for some
Yes!
reason because I at least remember it compared to Earthworm Jim.
Incredible. I cannot believe this is happening. I love it. I didn't think this would go that far as the second round, that is. I'm so happy. Okay. Matti, this is the 5th time this happened. Now, I know what tracks are left, and I cannot wait.
Let's see what it is.
Ta-da! This is fascinating. On one hand, we have one of the most celebrated pieces of orchestration from one of the most celebrated soundtracks in the Mario canon. On the other hand, we have freaking Infestation, the theme of Crabulon from the Calamity mod from Terraria, and you were not here, Icipal, for when we played this masterpiece. Let's listen to Super Mario Galaxy first. Okay, you can stop. We've listened to the relevant bit of this track. Okay, before we listen to Infestation, I need you to wrap your brain about the fact that this was made for a fan mod for the game Terraria. Keep that in mind as you listen. Turn it up! credits to a person named DM Dokuro on YouTube. I don't know if you noticed the sound of castanets or clackers all throughout the track, which
I do.
Yes.
served the clear purpose of emulating the actual clacking of a crab's claw. And this indeed is the theme of Crabulon, which to my understanding is a giant enemy boss. So this actually rolls all the way back, comes full circle to the conversation we started with Colin. Whereas you have extremely, extremely talented musical artists who set out to make good music, regardless of the space it occupies in the end. And really, Infestation is living, breathing example of that musical soul conveyed into freaking house techno remix masterpiece. The sheer amount of effort put into the production of this track, all for a mod in Terraria. I am not even sure this person was paid for it. It's incredible. What a portfolio to have out there. What great talent. Wow, Infestation. Stupendous. So this is the final match in round 1. Who wins it? Matti?
Whew, this is a tough one. Caustic Garden is a well-composed orchestral track, sweeping melodies and feeling adventure. Infestation or one of the trees plus is also this kind of a threatening vibe to it. But
if I may say, when it comes to Gusty Garden, I think we're all in the same boat in that we're all waiting for the famous bit of the track to drop, and we are waiting, and then you get to it, you've listened to it. Wasn't that fun? And then the track kind of ends.
I mean, the track consists of famous bits.
Yes, but no, the famous bits, the one that everybody remembers about it.
Okay, yeah. I remember more the do.
I think you must have already deduced which one I favor, but still, you are the ones who have to vote, and I have to abide by what you choose. So, Matti, what do you choose?
Let's go with Infestation.
Okay. You made the good decision. Devar?
Right then. So, both pieces of music are really great for what they do. One's a sense of adventure. One is like an intense confrontation against Crabulon. And
I guess.
Mario Galaxy, despite being a sweeping orchestral score, it feels very comfort style orchestra, if you know what I mean.
It's comforting because it's very familiar, and it's very familiar because it's Mario.
I wouldn't say because of Mario, but I think it's because, you know...
I don't mean Mario the character or Mario the game. I mean Mario the vibe. The energy,
I see. Yeah, the energy.
concept.
And to say it's a mod, this piece of music sort of thing, made by somebody, they've really put in a lot of, effort to really have this tune stand out a lot.
Yes, they made music for the entire Calamity mod. So there's this and a bunch of other bosses too.
So saying that, I probably will go with the theme of Crabulon. Because I think it's the most interesting piece out of the two.
Icy Paul?
The Gusty Garden, we basically have a full-on orchestral piece in a large theater being played, and with Infestation, we've got this upbeat club music that everyone is jamming into. I do have to give my point to Infestation this round.
All right, everybody. Infestation infests its way into the second round. Speaking of which, let's get to round 2. And what do we have here? Wow, okay. Not wasting any time, I see. Infestation is out for blood. Okay, let's listen to 10 seconds, 10 to 20 seconds from each, and let's move on fast. Go. Okay, stop. Peaky moment at random. That's enough. Who wins and why? The VAR.
Terraria's infestation.
Okay. Icipal?
Party in the clouds.
Matti?
Infestation.
Okay, infestation wins. All right. Moving on. This is going very fast now.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta
Speed
go
running.
fast. Gangplank Galleon versus Fuga Melodies of Steel. Okay, jump at a random moment in either track. Second half. Stop. Fuga, random moment. Stop. Okay, who wins this one? The VAR?
In this case, beauty before age. Fuga of Melodies.
All right, we know why you like it. You don't need to reiterate that. Icipal?
Oh, well, as good as with Donkey Kong Country and its music is, this is easy one. Flower on the Trails from Fuga Melodies of Steel.
This is going a lot further than I initially anticipated. Matti.
Flower on the Trails.
Once again, it is unanimous. Flower on the Trail. Interesting combination here. Once again, Matti, it is at your discretion, the time and the duration. Actually, why don't you get towards the end? Skip ahead half a minute. There, let's listen to the end. Now that's two. Actually, you missed the spot. Damn it! Come back! Come back! No, more! Damn it! Okay, leave it there. That's what I wanted to hear, thank you. Now Normandy fight. Second half. Alright, that's enough of that. So, Icipal, you wanted to listen to this track without the vocals. This part does not have actual vocals in it, so you can have more of an idea of what the bass instrumentation is like. On that note, Icy Pal.
Team Chaotix!
They're detectives tracking down your crimes. Yes, they are. Well, now you know, and knowing is half the crocodile. Devar.
Right, I'm gonna drink my magic potion and then I'm gonna uppercut away the Normandy fight because I'm choosing Team Chaotix.
What a shock and surprise! I would have never seen that coming.
I don't know. Team Chaotix starts to weirdly grow on me. I don't know what's happening.
Like a fungus?
This has happened before. This has happened before, too.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's unanimous then. Team Chaotix advances to the quarterfinals.
Oh my. Interesting.
Okay, this is more harder now for me.
Matti, let's skip towards the second half of both tracks, because we've heard the first half anyway. Let's give them more of a fair shake. That's enough. And now Doom 3. That's about it. Who wins and why, Matti?
Astral Alley, it has the melancholy melody. I like that melancholy melody. I don't know.
That's about as good as an explanation as
Come on, it's
I
only
would
7
need.
a.m. What do you want?
Oh, it is a bit late. Okay, let's pick up the pace. Devar?
Go.
Devar, I'll come back to you. Icipal.
Astral Alley. I think Doom 3 has better start with its great build-up, but overall Astral Alley is better as a full-on track.
Good. So that one wins. Devar, you don't have to choose if you don't want.
I'll choose Astral Alley anyway, because it is the better piece of the two.
All right, it's time for Indigo Park being pitted against the man, the legend, Team Fallen. I think we know who wins tonight, but regardless, yes, let's get
Sunshine to this kingdom's faithful devotee at Indigo Park. More than my remarks are
mysteries, and I don't know what we might find.
Fight through the dark, and I'll be your spark of
sunshine.
You out of any bind. Till all my old friends are united again, and I won't feel so left behind. Okay, I'll let
No, wait, hold on, it's the end. We might as well hear the end.
you go. See you next time, buddy. Please.
Okay, now you can stop. And Pictionary, you might as well hear that from the beginning. Turn it up! Yeah! have listened to everything we needed to listen to. Who wins and why, Icipal?
Pictionary.
You don't even need to explain it. It's Tim Follin at his finest. The VAR?
Pictionary.
Okay. Matti?
I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, but I guess I'd lean more towards Frankly Review.
Pictionary advances. Ah.
Indeed. More meat.
And whatever the hell this is.
A video game.
Yeah, of course it's a video game. I don't know what video game is. Genius. You have basically listened to the entire song last time. We were beholding the majesty of From Fire We're Born.
Yeah.
So you might as well just pick a random moment to your liking and just go from there. Oh yes, this is music for a demo, technically. And the violins. You know how it goes. Let's listen to Digimon's Kizuna. Actually, can you start from the beginning?
Matti, shut up. Do not bring a Capio racing team into this.
I think that's enough. I think that's enough for us to make a decision. I think this is going to be a very painful decision for some of us. It's like putting down your favorite dog. But hey, there is a new, better dog now for you. Matti, who wins?
Mine goes to From Fire We're Born.
Okay. No surprise there. The VAR?
From Fire We're Born.
Of course. Icipal?
In a surprise twist, I'm going to say From Fire We Are Born.
Yes. I have a feeling this might be the sweeping monster for tonight. And now we have
Meat.
commercials.
2 meats.
More commercials.
Double
2
the
meats
meat.
at the price of 1.
Double the
On
meat.
Fire, you might as well skip to the end on this one. Get to the On Fire part of On Fire. That's enough of that. Now, Brock the Investigator. Pause. Who wins? Who loses? The VAR.
Solving crimes or beating crime? By the way, Streets of Rage 4.
Icipal.
On
Who
Fire.
wins? Matti?
Yeah, On Fire for me as well.
So, On Fire advances to the quarterfinals. What do we have next? Interesting. Very, very interesting.
My choice is already made.
Wait, hold on. Let's listen to that. Okay, go there. Yes.
In the heavy heart, I see the truth, no sky ever stands. They never fade away, each and every one. It's going to be alright. Light comes after every night.
You seem to have jumped into a very awkward phase of the song, if I'm being honest.
Oh, do you want somewhere earlier?
Yes, let's go back to the midpoint.
The days and the months are drifting by. As though they didn't know.
All right. I think mines were already made a long time ago on this one. So, Devar,
My mind has not changed. It is the Cruel King and the Great Hero.
the great hero for you. All right. Isipal,
The great hero as well.
Matti.
Yeah, would have probably lead more towards Time Hollow.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. At least give it a one vote so it had a fighting chance. But yes, the great hero, to my delight, actually advances. And now we are in the quarterfinals already. This flew
boy.
by. So now it starts to get difficult. This is a bit.
Guys.
Wow. Okay. Woof. This is. This is when Antonio Inoki fought Muhammad Ali, huh? Oh boy, indeed. Might as well start at the beginning with either one track. Yes. We know it's good, we know it's catchy, we know real gamers listen to Pictionary NES soundtrack, title screen theme by Tim Fallen. But do they listen to TM Dokuro though? The clackers just are sending me. All right. And now, unfortunately, we have to vote. It is a democracy, after all. We have to vote. Devar?
Pistol on the back of the head of Tim Follen's Pictionary. We'll go with Infestation.
Oof! Top 10 anime betrayals, indeed. Isipal?
Pictionary.
Ooh! Matti, it comes down to you. Your choice.
Infestation.
Infestation gets to the semifinals, baby! Yes! Just as I predicted.
It's a banger, honestly.
It is.
More meat!
Oh no.
Oh, yes. Can these streets of rage set on fire the great hero? I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. I think we have listened to pretty much every ounce of On Fire by now, so the great hero, if you please. There is a pan flute somewhere in there that's just carrying the entire thing. And also, I'm pretty sure this was a small orchestra at work.
Yeah.
I don't envy your position, guys. Devar?
I will say that violence does not solve everything, so I shall go with the great hero.
Yay! Diversity wins?
The great hero is my pick as well.
The great hero is advancing, but Matti, do you agree?
I guess I would have leaned more towards On Fire, but this is a good choice too.
It is a good choice. The great hero makes it to the semi-finals! Incredible! Meat.
Oh no!
Either pork in honey or
Oh,
pork in...
yes!
And there's that free space
Hmm.
ball.
Oh dear, this is...
This is a
Okay. This one is the tough one for me.
Matti, we might as well listen to them from the start. And turn it up, damn you.
The wings that were torn and the powers that were sealed. Master the storm. Quake the earth and churn the sea, and high on will soar till we all ride free. From fire we're born, and as darkness marks the end, from nature we swore.
No, 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 no. More.
And from shadows
More.
we ascend, in the crystal and the ice we see all our friends and family, those we've lost and so much find to
We need to get to the part.
To the floor, the dead and the dying have all gone to war. So what do we do when they find us and knock at our door?
All right, we can listen to the other one, I guess.
果てしない空を見つめ君は今泣いた握られた手の中に花びら一枚吹く風がそっと涙を拭う君が見てきた景色にずっとずっと生きているもしも世界が
All right.
終わるなら
As if I have to ask, who wins Icipal?
Love both, but From Fire We Are Born is just such a banger.
It is indeed a banger, I agree. It makes a volcano erupt. It doesn't get more banger than that. So, yes. Devar.
I'm picking Fugu Melodies of Steel to spite you, and you're
Just
from my
out of spite. Why? Wow.
You have angered the Devar.
Yeah. From Fire We're Born.
That was easy. Very easy to choose, Devar. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's move on. Last one in the quarterfinals. And it's a spicy spaghetti, I guess.
Hmm.
Oh. Your call, Matti, wherever you want
Yeah.
to start. Actually, skip ahead a little bit. It feels like I am about to take a trip into the unknown with Night in the Woods. You know what I favor personally, but I'm not the one voting now, am I? Matti.
Yeah, Astral Alley. Mood piece beats over this kind of teenage. I eat candy even when it's not Friday.
The bar. Who wins and why? I'm pretty sure you're going to...
Chaotix!
Yeah, of course. Just to spite Matti at this point. Of course. Okay, Icy Pal.
I will keep my vote to Team Chaotix.
No! I guess they're gonna kick your dong after all.
Oh, so we are going with Chaotix then.
Unfortunately, yes. I'm sad as much as... I'm more sad than you, actually. But it's time for the semifinals. Oh, dear Lord, it's the semifinals already.
Meat!
Oh, no!
Pork!
Oh, no!
Oh, yes!
This is the worst matchup imaginable. No. Oh, no. I don't know, Matti. It's up to you. I am taking myself out of this. I don't want to decide who wins or loses. I don't want to influence the decision. I can't.
Right, guys.
Matti,
Oh,
who
me?
wins?
Mine is From Where We Were Born. Such a power anthem.
It's a power anthem, indeed. It's about dragons and volcanoes erupting and grabbing your destiny by the balls, as a very wise person once said. Grab your life by the balls, he said. Remember, Devar?
Yes, I remember that one. Grab
Okay.
light for the balls.
Devar, unfortunately, you have to choose.
The great hero.
Okay, so if I understand this correctly, the great hero is your horse in this race.
Yes, it is. Because it is a beautiful piece that was just really takes me back to how
Okay.
adventure would feel as a child.
Yes, Icy Pal?
The Great Hero is a very beautiful piece, but From Fire We Are Born is such a power anthem. From Fire We Are Born.
Fire Born goes to the finals, as I knew it would happen. Team Chaotix is now going against Corabulon. His lyrics are not up to snuff, come to think of it. It's time to decide who goes to the finals. Who goes to the finals, guys?
Infestation for me.
The VAR.
Team Chaotix.
Team Chaotix until the death, I see. Eh? Okay. Well, Icy Paul?
Oh boy.
Oh no. I thought this would be easy for you, Icy Pal.
Infestation. It is the better music track.
It is, honestly.
Aha,
But
top 10 anime betrayals. I'm surprised the Team Chaotix made it all the way to the semifinals, honestly.
It doesn't matter who wins as long as Team Chaotix doesn't win.
That sounded very personal.
Well, actually, it's pretty appropriate for Team Chaotix, since every time they go on a job, they always lose out on something.
Yes, character growth. Anyway, let's go on to these amazing, amazing finals we have before our very eyes and ears. The final clash between His Majesty from Fire We're Born and His Royal Crabulence, Infestation. Since this is the final, let's actually take our time to listen to this. Really listen to this. Yes, well, okay. Goosebumps? Anybody? Right. Infestation, Matti. Let's go. think that's reasonably enough. This is your choice to make. Who wins the second BCW VGM tournament? From Fire We're Born or Infestation? Matti, your choice.
From Fire We're Born.
Actually, you know what? I'm just going to ask it. Is anybody going to vote for Infestation here?
Yes.
Devar, you're voting for Infestation? Okay.
I
good to
am.
know.
From Fire We Are Born.
And the winner of the second ever BCW VGM tournament is From Fire We're Born. From Glide the Dragon, the freaking demo. And that's it. We did it, guys. Hooray! Round of applause.
Yeah.
Yay.
We got experience.
That too.
What a
I get to go to bed.
what a journey this was. This was so much fun. There were a lot of heavy hitters tonight, but they all eventually had to go face to face with From Fire We're Born. And once that happens, there is no escape. Clear winner from the start.
First competition had a surprise winner.
I am disappointed that Koromon did not go far at all. That was perhaps one of my favorite tracks in that. But anyway, regardless, this is indeed the end of the show, and thank you everyone for joining us. We're going to rush into the end because it's very late for us, and we all have our beds, our mattresses, calling our names, and we have to respond to the call to adventure, which is to say, sleep.
It's so late yet that it has become early.
It is so late, it has become early and late again.
From bed covers we were born.
Of course, we were born.
I mean-
Thank you.
Technically, yes. That's where it usually happens.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This has been so much fun. I love doing these tournaments, perhaps even more than doing the actual game show. Nevertheless, next time we shall return with our regularly scheduled game show, and it's going to be Icy Pulse Selection number 3.
Okay.
Return of the Revengeance of Icy Pulse Selection. So that's going to be interesting.
Yes,
But
Yes.
thank you. We missed that. But for now, it is late. It is so late it's early. We did that bit already. So good night, everybody. Good morning, wherever you are. This has been Madhog Thy Master, joined by Devarar Kvaron, hedonistic actor, aka Matimali, aka Gabriel Medicus on twitch.tv. He has a VTuber, you know. Go watch his streams. And of course, the frosty friend himself, Icy Pal. And this is the end of the show, so go away. Shoo, 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 shoo.
Good night, take care.
Bye.
Good morning.